All right, welcome to the full moon meditation, message and meditation. Let's start out with a opening prayer. We give thanks for this very moment and time. We give thanks for our divinity. We give thanks for what that truly means to be divine beings, children of the Creator. We give thanks for the dominion that we have inherited. May we continue to grow in wisdom, knowledge, and understanding of that position and that dominion, so that we can really live out the experience that the Almighty has in store for us. We give thanks for our divine purpose and plan. May we continue to be open-hearted and open-minded so that we can receive the guidance that we need. May we trust and always stand firm in the fact that we are provided with the protection, the guidance, and every resource that we need in order to walk out our destiny. May we be courageous in our walk. May we be faithful in our walk. May we be patient in our walk, compassionate in our walk, and may we allow ourselves to be lights of God. We give thanks in advance for what's to come of this session. Amen. Ashe. Amen. 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 All right. Well, happy full moon. Just briefly, I wanted to kind of touch on something that I spoke about in our full moon call the other day with my moon group, my immerse group, meditation group. And that is, this is a season of expansion, stretching, expansion and stretching. I'm gonna jump right into it. Oftentimes we love the idea of expansion because it seems like, oh yes, expand me, expand my territory, expand my finances, expand my this, expand my that. But also that hurt, that trigger, that issue, that problem is also being expanded. It's getting greater, it's getting deeper, it's getting where you can't ignore it anymore. That anxiety is expanding. That worry is expanding. Everything is a season of expansion, and the Almighty or God doesn't know any difference between what we judge as good or bad. What's necessary to be expanded is being expanded in our lives. And so first and foremost, in an isolated way, this is a time now for us to be okay with leaning into the expansion or the resistance or the struggle or the challenge. Lean into it. And when I say lean into it, I mean pay attention. Lean into it. Ask yourself, what am I feeling? Why am I feeling this? What is it trying to show me? You know, lately I've been dealing with a few triggers that I haven't had to deal with in a long time, just because of the way my life is set up right now, giving thanks. But I've had to deal with those things, and I have my humanistic way of dealing with them or experiencing them. But certainly as a divine being, I am very present in the questioning and the inquiry of what's going on. What is this trying to show me? What can I see from this? What can I pay attention? Like, what can I take away from this? And one of the things that was highlighted to me is that it's no matter how you show up in this world and how you strive to be whoever you are to other people or in this world, wherever other people are, that is where they are. So you may come off and you may come off in a way that's loving and compassionate and joyous and all these different things. But if a person that you're dealing with is where they are and it's not in a space where they can receive love or compassion, any of those things, that's just where they are. It is just where they are. And so it reminded me, don't take it personally. And the fact that you're taking it personally is showing you have a level of attachment and even a level of ego in your beingness. Just be. Don't attach. So if people can receive you in a way that you would love for them to receive you, alhamdulillah. If they cannot receive you because of wherever they are, alhamdulillah. Because either way it go, you are able to be who you are. Be who you are with no attachments. That was a lesson for me this week as I go about my life and I'm dealing with certain things and, you know, if I could have it my way, everybody would love me and love the way I vibe, and they would experience joy and happiness and peace when they encounter me. But that's not always the reality, because people are where they are. And that's okay. It's not a judgment, but it is a reminder to us, let us not attach to this world or attach to what ego wants us to gain from our beingness. No, 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 no. Just be for the sake of the Almighty. And you're not going to always know what purpose the Almighty has for you in certain circumstances and situations. You're not going to always know. And it's not essential for you to know. Sometimes it'll be revealed to you. Sometimes you may not know. What is essential is for you to stay in tune with spirit, be spirit-led in your walk. And as you are spirit-led in your walk, constantly watch your path, stay prayerful, stay affirmative, and stay detached. Stay detached. But the big message for this full moon is to lean into the expansion. And expansion also shows up as resistance sometimes. Expansion shows up as feelings that we don't necessarily like, feelings that are in the what we would consider to be negative. They're not there just to harm us. They're not there to hurt us, to make us feel bad. They're there as messengers to teach us something, to show us something, to expand us. And so if you are dealing with any triggers right now, if you are one who is dealing with any kind of trigger, whatever that may be, if it's triggering any anxiety, fear, worry, doubt, any of those different things, lean into those. Lean into it. Why am I feeling this way? When did I first started feeling any energy around this circumstance or situation? And why am I feeling that way? Is there any fear there? If it is, what is that fear? Is there any, oftentimes it's mostly fear. If there any anger there, what is the violation? Was there really a violation? Is it really, can I really be upset, or am I just really more so sad that something is not really going in the manner that I wanted to go? So I've lost my sense of excitement or confidence or like lovingness or likingness for this circumstance or situation. Yeah. So stretching, allowing yourself to expand and stretch in the positive ways that we love and we advocate for, we affirm and we activate. But also if you're feeling anything that is stretching you, as far as like in your heart, mind, anxiety stretches you. If you look at it in a certain kind of way, it stretches you in a good way. You ask yourself, what is the fear? You identify those fears and you're able to renunciate in the best way that you can. Shame does it too. You know, you're able to pay attention to, why do I feel shame? And prayerfully, you're able to renunciate in the way that you should renunciate, in the way that we are supposed to do as divine beings, because the only reality is God, and God is goodness. No matter what we see, God is goodness. So it's for us to proclaim that the goodness of God, no matter what I'm seeing right now, the goodness of God is real, it's constant, and it's active in this, even though I can't see it right now. I'm going to stand in the proclamation of that. So for sure, that is one of the things with the full moon, this full moon, that I really wanted to emphasize. I think the work for us is to detach, not take life so personally. Destiny says, lean into it. I celebrate my birthday yesterday. Happy belated. And the emotions were and are high, as we always say, what a time to be alive. Truly, truly, truly it is. Truly it is. What a time to be alive. Truly it is. It really, really is. Really, really is. Okay. So a few other things, a couple other things I just want to mention real quick. And that is, you know, we are being called to really connect with Mama Earth, really connect with nature and natural ways of living. So I really want to just mention that. I don't want to spend too much time on it. But we are being called to not just look at the honor of Mama Earth, that's this kind of like granola eating, tree hugging type of thing, but a real thing. You know, how do we honor Mama daily? How do we appreciate the reality of how God shows up in earth, how God shows up in nature daily? How do we appreciate that? You know, and how do we become cooperative components in honoring it and it's sustaining it? How do we do that? You know, do we do that through recycling? Do we do that through gratitude, our gratitude for Mama Earth and Mama Nature? Do we do that by, you know, being a part of contributing to Mama Nature? What can I do to be more supportive of the ecosystem? What can I do? Yes, even you who may not think about this at all, you who have maybe never really seriously considered ways to be more eco-friendly or more sustainable, you know, it's time for us all to have a thought about that. So I pray that this, at the very least, put the thought on your mind so you can explore ways that you can be more honorable to Mama Earth. Because in many ways, we're quite disrespectful to Mama. You know, the things that we call weeds, they're actually producing because they're producing the medicine that we need. If you have a lot of dandelions and yellow dock and all of that growing in your yard, it's because you need kidney and liver support. You need kidney and liver cleansing. If you have a lot of citrus growing in your society or environment or whatever that may be, it's because it's vitamin C is needed. The earth is really providing what we need. And because we have our own levels of what we desire as aesthetics or conveniences or any of those type of things, we often find ourselves in or complicit to the practices that are harmful, you know, and so just be watchful of that. The other thing is, if you're not already, we are being called to move more towards the naturopathic living. And so if you haven't yet, you know, begin to transition into a more naturopathic living, more natural ways of sustaining yourself and your own personal care and your own livity, you know. So growing your own food if you can, even if it's just a little bit, even if it's just herbs, just peppers and cucumbers, just tomatoes, whatever it may be. Trying your hand at growing some foods yourself, using natural products instead of these chemical products. You know, if you want to use a deodorant, you know, get the crystal stick, you know, the salt crystal stick, and, you know, use the salt. Don't put the chemicals under your arm. You know, for your skincare, making sure you're putting, you know, natural things on the body for your largest organ, which is your skin, essentially. Trying to eat as natural as possible, you know, making it at least 80-20% or 70-30%. 80% clean and healthy, 20%, okay, you go off course. 70% you clean and healthy. Okay, 30% you go off course. But really being conscious of that. And also natural living in a way of using less electricity, using the natural light. You know, it's just so many different ways. Using natural toothpaste, creating your own toothpaste, creating your own oils and all these different type of things, wearing more essential oils, exploring more essential oils. All these things are what we're being called to explore now. You know, we're really being called to move away from being so caught up with man-made, earthbound type thought processes, things, practices, belief systems. We're moving away from that. The more you move towards natural, the better right now. And with that said, you know, if you've never explored naturopathic medicine or you naturopathic practitioners, this is your time to kind of explore that realm, you know, see who's out there, who are the neighborhood herbalists. What stores? Find the African stores, the Jamaican stores in your community. They usually have a lot of herbs, and they usually have someone in the shop who can tell you different things that support various things. Find your health food stores. You should know where your local health food stores are. You shouldn't be clueless about where your local health food stores are. Find out who your local farmers are. Everyone should at this point have a local farmer. Even if you got to drive a little bit to patronize them, support your local farmers. You know, get your food where it hasn't traveled for miles and hours. Get it where it has been pulled out from the ground within 24 to 48 hours, so you can get that life force energy from the sun and from the earth and from the rain and from the soil and from the ecosystem. You know, these are the type of things we're being called to do. No, like we're really moving away from that whole like, well, I don't know, I didn't know, or I didn't. Find out, where can I buy local produce? Where can I buy local meat? Where can I buy, if you eat meat, where can I buy these things? Where can I buy, or go to these different events where these local artisans are set up and selling their natural products, their shea butters and soaps and creams and toners and facial stuff and scrubs and toothpaste and deodorants and all these different type of things. Patronize your local artisans who do these natural things, because this is the time for that now. Time is out for us to be so subservient and submissive to conveniences. Yeah. Because that's really what it is. It's more, it could be more convenient to go pay $2 or $3 in the store for a bundle of kale that has traveled from who knows where, hours, days. You got it 8, 9, 10 days after it was picked. And even if it says organic on it, it's not a guarantee that nothing has been put on it to preserve it. Because you what's the FDA? FDA's standard for natural and organic is very lenient, believe it or not. You know, it's hardly different from what's not considered natural and organic. So taking your time to get to know the local farmers, signing up for their food programs, going to their farmers market, becoming regulars at the farmers market, making it a part of your life, going to the natural springs, getting your water from the natural springs, even if it's ever so often, but doing that as much as you can. If you can't go to the natural springs, getting your water from a source that can give you alkaline water or purified water. I don't even say purified water, because purified water is basically the same water from the city source, you know, which is oftentimes not that healthy. So I would definitely say, if you can't go to the spring water, then go somewhere where you can get you some alkaline water, or reverse osmosis. You know, I would even say you can go with that, reverse osmosis, RO, you know, water. This is that time, like more than ever before, for us to go in that direction, because we have so many things going on, including solar flares. We got these eclipse energy, the literally the earth core is shifting, all type of things is happening. So the healthier we are, the more natural we are, the better we are, the better position we are in to not have a lot of these things that's happening cosmically to impact us physically. And also emotionally and spiritually, because if you are filled with heavy metals, parasites, all these different type of things, and now you have all of this stuff going on cosmically, and now is a full moon, and your emotions you are not going to be able to stand firm. So a part of your foundation and grounding is you attempting to move towards the natural lifestyle as much as possible. Again, remember I said, go for 70-30. 70% of the time, I eat clean. I eat whatever. 30% of the time, okay, I let myself go off course. Or you can do 80-20, 90-10. Let the higher number be the clean. Does that make sense? All right, so y'all give me a thumbs up if y'all with me. So really the message is lean into the stretching, lean into the expansion, lean into the resistance, ask questions, be an inquirer, honor Mama Earth in the best way you can. You know, let that be conscious for you. How am I honoring Mama Earth? Even if that's just an acknowledgement to yourself or out loud. I give thanks for Mama Earth. Give thanks, SW. S. Williams. Give thanks, Bristol. Give thanks, Kinshasa. Even if that's just, give thanks, Latifah. Even if this just honoring it within yourself, like, oh, I'm so grateful for Mama Earth and all it provides for us. So grateful for my connection to it. So grateful. That's enough. Give thanks, Sarah. That's enough. But you can take that even further. Some people are doing special prayers for Mama Earth, giving special gratitude prayers for Mama Earth. Some people are doing special rituals for Mama Earth and the essence of water and the essence of wind and the essence of fire. If that's what you're resonating with, okay, go for that too. But the point is, honor Mama Earth. And then aside from that, that naturopathic living, if you are not already on it, transition yourself on it. If you need some support with that, part of my wellness coaching is helping people move towards the naturopathic living, helping support with that. What do I do? How do I do that? And that's what I support with. Yeah. Yeah. All right. So let's take your journals out. I want to give you your writing prompt or your reflection for this full moon. So grab your journals. When you have your journals, put in the chat room, ready. Grab your journals when you're ready. Put it in the chat room saying ready. All right. Okay, y'all ready. Y'all is ready. I don't have to wait long. Give thanks. All right, all right. All right. Okay, we got a few people. All right, ready? Okay. All right. When I get majority, we're going to go ahead and start flowing. All right, I want you to write this question down. If somebody can, if you don't mind, put the questions in the chat room too. Where in my life am I presently experiencing resistance? Where in my life am I presently experiencing resistance? Where in my life am I presently experiencing resistance? Next question. What feeling is showing up in this resistance? What feeling is showing up in this resistance? What feeling is showing up in this existence? Here's another question. Where or when did this feeling show up? Where or when did this feeling show up? Where or when did this feeling or resistance show up? That might be a question. I'm not saying these in order on how you should ask yourself. So that question may come up earlier in this reflection. And then lastly, what clarity or expansion is this conflict evoking? What clarity or expansion is this conflict evoking? What clarity or expansion is this conflict evoking? Where in my life is resistance showing up? What feeling am I experiencing with this resistance? Where or when did this feeling show up? And what clarity or expansion is this conflict or resistance evoking? Thank you, sis, for the questions in the chat. Where in my life am I experiencing resistance? What feeling am I experiencing in this resistance? When and where did this first start showing up? And what clarity is it invoking for me? I'm going to walk you through a circumstance I was going through, just being vulnerable and transparent with you. I'm dealing with a situation where I'm having to deal with a conflict with the person. And it has touched me in a certain kind of way that has gotten my attention. And so I asked myself, what is the emotion? So I identified there's some fears there. There's some anger there. And there's some sadness there. So remember, I want to remind you at this moment, and you may want to take notes on this. The emotion is sadness if you have felt some kind of loss. So I'm identifying this as sad, or a synonym that's similar to sad, because I feel like I've lost a certain level of trust for someone. I've lost a certain level of comfortability with someone, familial energy with someone. So the sadness is there. Sadness may also be the same frequency as disappointment. It may be the same frequency as frustration, sadness. Then anger, because I feel violated in a certain standpoint from part of what happened with the circumstance. So then a bit of anger, like, because I feel violated. And then fear, because if I address it in a way that I want to address it, what will come with that? So there's certain things I'd rather not deal with. I'd rather not experience. I'd rather not have to deal with. So then there's fear. Danger that I will have to get looped into this vortex of icky, heavy, tense energy. And so I was able to identify all of those feelings. And I asked myself, what is this showing me? What is it showing me? Where is it trying to expand me? And so I intuitively asked myself, all right, as far as the sadness go, how can I grieve and let that go? This loss of camaraderie, this loss of familial vibes, this loss of trust. How can I grieve and let that go? Well, people are where they are. I don't think people come into this experience wanting to do any harm to you. And that's just a conversation with myself. Like, let it go. Don't be so disappointed. Don't take it so personally. People are where they are. They show up where they show up. It was no way, because of where they are vibrationally, it was no way that they could show up any differently. And so don't take it personally, because it has nothing to do with you. Nothing to do with you. Don't take it personally. It's showing up in their narrative, in their story, because it's a vibrational match, and it's showing up for you to be reminded that people are who they are. They're going through who they're going through, and I will use you even in the midst of things in this manner. So be not of ego. Don't become attached to this world and what's going on in your life like that. Remember that you are a light. This was the messages. This is the expansion in me, because my world is pretty love and light. It's pretty stress-free in these parts. It's pretty event-free. Like it's not that eventful. You know what I mean? And so it's like, it was just a reminder to me that when these things come up, it's for you to really shine your light. In the anger part, the violation part, it's still the same kind of way. How can I apply compassion, empathy to what's happening? And what did I get out of it? What did this violation re-emphasize for you? Something that you probably already had been told to do, you hadn't done, or something that you already been nudged to look at. You maybe was ignoring it. And now the violation had to happen so you can really pay attention. And so take that and just move with that. Give thanks for that and keep it moving. Don't hold on to the violation. The violation happened so that you can get some clarity around certain things. Okay, boom. So, all right. Take it as that and keep it moving. Don't hold it against the vessel. Don't hold it against the vessel. And when it comes to the fear, it's the renunciation of any fears that, all is well, all is God. It is what it is. Allow it to happen. Allow it to happen. Let it be what it is. However it happens, God is not the author of chaos or confusion or anything like that. So let it unfold. Let it unfold. And so just walking you through a recent situation that I have had to deal with. Somebody said, girl, who we got to go beat up? Nobody. My ego. If you buck on my ego. That's who we beating up. We having a knockout, drag out fight with the ego. Because it's no need, it's not necessary for any fight. It really is not, God is good. Let's be very clear. You know what I mean? It's just the ego. It's just the ego. And so, and that's our fight, or our, it takes that so we can constantly, in a book we were studying in our Thrive group, our metaphysical studies group, prayer of the heart, it says we are constantly in a dance with our beloved. And there's a ayat or prayer, I can't remember which one, in the Quran or in Islamic faith that says, in the Arabic, the English meaning, it's like there's a yearning and a yielding going on. I can't remember the Arabic saying right now, but there's a yearning and yielding constantly going on. Yearning and yield, yearning and yield, yearning and yield. The yielding is when we surrender. When we look at the situation and go, all right, God, what you trying to show me? That's the yielding. The yearning is when we in it. And it's like, I don't like this. I don't like this. I want my peace back again. I want my joy back again. That's the yearning. And that's like a beautiful dance. The book described it with our beloved, a beautiful dance with our beloved. So as we are having this human experience, it's going to constantly have that yielding and yearning, that beautiful dance with our beloved. We'll have the yielding and it'll be easy for us, but sometimes it will be difficult, but with every difficulty come ease. So be okay, be all right, because when that happens, you are being stretched, you are being shown something, like I just want to show you something. And oftentimes the Most High is showing you something because you're gonna need it more than you know. In circumstances you don't even know yet, in situations you don't even know yet. So for me, this circumstance can look so real, so present right now, but this circumstance is, I know, highlighting something that I'm going to need to pay attention to, because you're going to need this in your journey, Yaninka. You're going to need this in your journey. There will be people, circumstances, situations that come across your journey that trigger you into feeling anger, trigger you into feeling sadness. But that's not where I want you to sit with it. I want you to be able to see it for what it is. Watch. And then I want you to go into it with your spiritual core. What is it trying to show you? Where can you activate God in this? How can you be a light? And where is it that you need to clean up that ego? Where is it that you need to clean up that mind? Huh? Where is it that you need to have a sit down with that ego? I need you to do it. Because, baby, as my sister told me today, you think this is something, it's going to be way more than that. Way more than that. And give thanks for being able to be equipped. Being able to be equipped. And that's what these triggers do for you. It's equipping you. Who's experiencing these triggers? I know it ain't just me. I know it's not. But it's the call of the hour. Who is experiencing the trigger? It is equipping you. Sit with it, detach from it, from taking it personally, and realize, what is it showing me? What is it showing me? Where do I need to check my ego? Where is it that I can, what is it showing me about humanity? What is it showing me? How can I take what it's showing me and apply compassion and apply empathy? How is it showing? What is it showing me? And where is it showing me that I have challenges with the ego? Because it is for us to not to take on this world like that. Be detached. See it for what it is. Okay, God. And if it's something rough that invokes fear, okay, address it from your spiritual court. If it's a danger, put your prayers of protection out. If it's a fear and you feel like it's danger, like I said, address it in your prayer. If it's sadness, address it in your prayer. May my peace be restored. May my remembrance of my wholeness be restored, despite what's happening in my life right now. May I remember that I'm always whole, no matter what's going on in this life. God is always present, it's omnipresent. May I be present in the presence, no matter what is happening. And that presence includes peace. It includes solutions. It includes love. It includes compassion. It includes expansion. It includes restoration. It includes all of those different type of things. May I be reminded in it. Constantly watch and pray. Don't let the ego take you off your journey. Watch the journey. Pray. Oh God, I give you thanks. Oh, I give thanks for the reality of God, for the reality of peace that surpasses all understanding. Peace that's not my own, that is personal, but peace that remains presence in this world. No matter how much rumbling is going on beneath me, above me, around me, within me, outside of me, there's this presence of peace that's always here. May I constantly connect to it. Oh God, I give thanks for this reality of God, this reality of peace, this reality of grace, this grace that is present no matter how much I don't want to lean into it because my ego wants to have its way. I give thanks for the reality of grace that's ever present. I don't have to earn it. I don't have to know it. I don't even have to see it or want it in the moment. It is present and active. I give thanks. That's watching and praying. Praying is not begging. Let's be very clear. I wanted to be clear in this moment. Prayer is proclaiming. I give thanks for the reality of God, the reality of expansion, so that no matter how much I feel stuck or powerless, I know that the reality of God is always expanding. It's always growing. It shows up in nature. Nature is always growing. There is nothing that is not growing. There is not one moment where everything, every creature, every plant, every vegetation is growing, and every moment is never standing still. This is the reality of God, and it is the reality of God in my life and in my world and in my circumstances. These are the type of prayers. Sit down with them little flimsy prayers. Okay, I'm sorry. Throw them little flimsy prayers out. Act like you know God. Huh? Y'all with me? Put my mic. I wish I had a mic. I can go. You hear me? Okay. Oh God. Thank you for the reality of God, the reality of the restorer of everything that needs to be restored into its harmonious space. Give thanks for the one that destroys, but also constructs and reconstructs in the manner that it must do so. Even if I don't like the destruction part, I give thanks for the greatest expander, the greatest restorer that restores everything to its perfect order by grace. I know that my life is being restored every day, every moment, every hour to the perfect space anything that needs to be balanced, and it's already happening now. Any resource that I needed is already raising up to meet me right now. The conversations are being had, the money is being channeled, the opportunities are being opened, the doors are being opened, the gates are being lifted. All right. That's enough. All right. For the full moon, ask yourself those questions. All right now. That's how we must, because the ego will drag you down into the pits of illusion and fear and disgust with yourself and this world. And all of these things that ego would try to, don't let it. Don't let it. The reality of God is beautiful. It is eternal. It is present. It is deep. It is rich. Be with it. Be with it. And so this is the time for us to be single-mindedly focused in identifying where are the triggers, where is the resistance, what is bothering us, what has us anxious, what has us worrying. So someone said earlier, they said, let me read what they said verbatim. It says, this full moon involves a lot of stepping out of comfort zones and going after the life I truly want and creating it, seeing that organizations and people support me as the table is being prepared for me to walk on through. It's a little eerie as well as amazing. So lean into that eerie. Lean into that just to see if there's something to see. Yabasir. Yabasir, Yabasir. Is there something to see? Also, someone said feeling a shift. So I am staying open and ready. It feels anxious, yet assured everything is going to be wonderful. Lean into the anxiety. Ask yourself, is there fear? Is there sadness? Is there anger? These are just the three main emotions. If it's not a fear, look up synonyms of fear. Do you see anything? I really want to show y'all how I do that, because sometimes, well, no, I'm not scared. Okay, no worries. Let's look up fear. Oh no, I'm not really afraid of anything. Okay, all right, no problem. Let me just really make sure that that vibration is addressed. Okay, so let's look up fear, the synonyms for fear. Come on, internet now. There's no way you should have took that long. What is happening here? We still present? We ain't frozen, are we? Feelings wheel is perfect. Says feeling, let's see, where we at? Okay, so we live. All right. I don't know why this, okay. All right, let's look at 110 synonyms for fear. Do you feel any alarm? Do you feel any angst, anxiety, apprehension, concern, despair, dismay, doubt, dread, horrible, jitters, panic, scared? Are you scared? Suspicious? Suspicious? Agitated? Are you agitated? Are you agitated? Are you timid? Is there any timidity? Okay, so just so you can, like giving you a chance to really see what am I feeling. So I can't say I feel sad, but I don't know. So let me look up some synonyms for sad and see if I fall in any of those categories in sad. Do you feel depressed? Do you feel heartbroken? Do you feel mournful? Do you feel pessimistic about anything? Do you feel sorrowful, unhappy, blue, cheerless, down, heavy-hearted, pensive? Do you feel low-spirited, bitter? Do you feel in grief about anything? Troubled? All right. So, and then I don't know if I'm angry. I don't think I'm angry. I'm not really angry. So, all right. Well, let's see if you really feel anger. So matter of fact, we're not gonna say angry, we're gonna say anger. So let's look at anger. Okay, I don't think I feel angry, but do I feel fury, hatred, impatience? Impatience fall under anger. Impatience. Do I feel even passion, outrage? Am I super focused in on something? Passion, irritated. Do I feel irritated about anything? Do I feel displeased, displeasure? Do I feel displeased about anything? Is there anything there? Am I stewing about anything? Am I throwing any tantrums about anything? Am I vexed about anything? Okay, I think y'all get the point. That's is very helpful, y'all, because sometimes I remember a time I was dealing with eczema. I never dealt with it before in my life, and I haven't dealt with it since. But I was like, what's the metaphysical meaning of this? Because I never dealt with this before. And they said anger. And I'm like, I'm not angry at anybody. This is some of the best years of my life. I feel great. I'm not angry. And I looked up the synonyms and it said irritated. Oh, I am a little irritated. I just don't learn how to cope with it, but I do be irritated quite often, you know. I just don't really look at it. It is what it is. But no, it's in there. So identifying those things, reconciling. So this is the full moon of reconciling with your emotions, expanding out, opening that up. Black obsidian is what I've been working with for the last several days. It's a good gemstone for you to work with. But that's the assignment. That's the message for this evening. We're going to move into a meditation, then I'm going to close. But the intention of this meditation, I would like for us to open our hearts, release our holds, the holding on to this life, and just be open so that we can be revealed what it is that we need to pay attention to, what it is that we need to see. So the intention of this meditation is for you to feel totally surrendered, in the space of surrender where I'm not holding on to this life. I'm here. I'm experiencing life. I'm here. I'm feeling it all, but I'm not holding on to it. I'm not taking ownership of it. I'm not cleaving to it. I'm not going to let it captivate my mind and my heart and my energy and my sleep. I'm going to just open myself up and relax, even if it's just for a moment. That's what the intention of this meditation is. So let's find ourselves in a comfortable position. We give thanks for the message tonight. I pray that it has been received by all of us. I pray we allow ourselves to expand, open ourselves up that we can see the lessons that we are being nudged to see. And we give thanks for the blessings of these lessons that we're able to expand in these areas, knowing that these areas are what's needed in our life, even if we don't know it or haven't realized it. We give thanks for that. All right. Give thanks. All right. Find yourself in a comfortable position. We're just going to position ourselves. I want you to take this journal and prompt these questions and really sit with them for the next few days. But first, I want you to, before you sit with these questions with yourself, I want you to practice something similar, if not this meditation. Being that it's recorded, you may go back and listen to it. I want you to get yourself in a position to be open, meaning a space within yourself where you are in a space of surrender, releasing all thought, releasing the circumstances, the situations, just letting it go and focus in on just the breath and the body and the heart. So let us start with connecting with the breath. Firstly, starting to slow the breath down. That's what I first want you to focus on, slowing the breath down. So allowing your inhales to be inhaled through the nose, slowly as possible, and exhale through the mouth. Releasing all the breath, all the way out. Slow, nothing to be rushed about. Bringing that inhale in through the nose, down to the pit of the stomach. And opening the mouth gently. And releasing that breath all the way out. We're going to do that a few more times. Inhaling in deeply in through the nose, deep, deep, deep. Belly breaths down to the bottom of the belly, and exhaling, gently opening the mouth, allowing the breath to release slowly and completely. And while you're breathing, relax. Relax your shoulders and your arms, your hands. Relax. Continue to inhale deeply and slowly, exhaling slowly and completely and fully. Relax. Relax your hips, allow them to release. Your legs. Feeling a release down to your ankles and your feet. Relax. Let go. Hold on to nothing. We oftentimes hold tension in our shoulders. Drop your shoulders. Relax. We also hold tension in our jaw. Drop the jaw. Release the forehead. Relax. Relax the neck. Relax. The hands. Relax. Totally let go. When we come into this physical experience, this is how we come. We don't come loaded with not even a name, expectations, requirements, goals, responsibilities. We come with just us, here, vibrant, full of divine intelligence, a divine destiny, divine purpose, divine plan. And along the way, we are groomed to be somebody, do something. We are projected, many expectations and responsibilities begin to be projected on us. Expectations of how to act, what to think, who to be, what to be, where to go, how to think, how to speak, when to speak, and so many other things. The truth of the matter is, we come into this experience whole and perfect, just as we are, with the power and dominion to allow ourselves to unfold into what God has purposed us to be and do and have. But we've been conditioned to go after something versus be still and allow God to reveal something to you. In order for us to do that, we must be still, be quiet, relax, breathe deeply, relax, allow. The answers will come. The clarity will come. You don't have to experience it in a hellish state. You can experience the heavenly state of allowing the Most High to show you the way, provide the way, protect you on your way. But first, you must relax, open your heart, clear the mind, remember God, acknowledge the reality of God, proclaim it, activate it in your life. So as you continue to inhale and exhale, release all negative thoughts of fear, bitterness, guilt, shame. Release it. Release it. As Abraham Hicks says, sometimes there's not much really going on here. Don't hold on to it. Don't attach to it. Don't even take it so seriously. It's not your job. It's not your business. Stand on your business, the business of relaxing, lighten your heart, open your mind, breathe. Remember the reality of God. Proclaim it. Call on it. Maybe call on it by name if you dare. Be bold in it. Be confident in it. Have faith in it. We give thanks for the presence of the Almighty in and around us. We give thanks for the omniscience, the divine intelligence, the all-knowing factor of the Almighty, and how it shows up in our lives. We give thanks for the omnipotence, the all-powerful nature of this reality of God that is fluid and it is flowing through us as life force energy in our lives. We give thanks for our divine destiny. Judge it not. Just know that God is always present and God is good, so all is good. Proclaim it, remember it, and endure patiently, confidently, boldly. Let's take one last deep breath in through the nose. When you take that inhale, inhale deeply and slowly and hold that breath as long as you feel comfortable. And when you are ready, allow yourself to exhale slowly and completely. Giving thanks. We give thanks for this moment. We give thanks for the reminders from this evening. We give thanks for our life, our health, our strength, the divine intelligence within us. May we continue to expand in God. May we continue to learn and grow and accept ourselves in love, trusting that all is good. God got us. Amen. Ashe. Amen. Amen. Right. Oh, that was right on time. I didn't even realize it's 9:00 on the dot. All right, y'all. Give thanks. Give thanks. I pray that that meditation has brought a level of peace, surrender, open-heartedness, open-mindedness as you move about this full moon period, taking this divine assignment seriously, gauging what we're being shown right now, allowing yourself to see it, and allow God to really move you through these feelings as messengers, these triggers, these things that are resistance in your life. Let it stretch you, let it grow you. Ashe. All right. Beautiful. Give thanks. Thank you, Destiny. I'm going to bid y'all good night. Hold the energy. This full moon is present for the next few days, and then after the full moon, we have a waning moon. So it's still appropriate to ask those same questions because waning means to decrease. So waning means is you're also cleaning some things up. And so during this waning moon period, you have some time. It's not just a few days of the full moon. So use this time wisely. Use it in a potent way. Yeah. All right. Well, I give thanks. Next time we'll be doing something is, let's see. We don't have Sunday meditation this Sunday because it's the last Sunday of the month, but we do have Market Day. If you're in Atlanta, come by. The garden is amazing. It's amazing. It's amazing, y'all. It's amazing. And of course, we have the food and everything tomorrow. I think that's about it. June is quite full. We're gonna have, of course, the sound baths and meditations, but we also have our summer solstice event coming up on the 23rd. We have, I have a meditation and grounding retreat scheduled for the 16th. So if you're in Atlanta, join me there. Yeah, for those who didn't get the news, we're in celebration. We're in celebration this week. Last week, has it been a week? last week, last week, I closed on the property here. So we have the key. Let me take this blur off so you can see. Got the key up there, we officially have the key here at the garden. It's official. We are no longer, it's official. There's no longer any investors involved. There's nobody involved. Oyun is ours. So I'm really grateful, grateful, grateful. And looking forward to what's to come with everything. So yes, super happy about that. Super excited. Keep me in your prayers. Keep the property in your prayers. There have been a few things going on here that it is what it is. I'll just say, stay prayed up, for the ministry, for myself, for everything. And take advantage, come out. If you're in Atlanta, come out, put your feet on this land. This land has been given to us for a reason, not for the glitz and glam, it's for the healing. So come out, bring your friends, bring your family out. Don't hesitate to do it, come on out. If you are not coming to you not in a position where you can indulge in the events, the paid events, come out during open hours. You can just come out, just come out, bring your blanket, bring your food, bring your chairs, and just come and hang out. I love it when OU Ministries members or honorary members, those who've been involved with OU for many years, when you're here, because you just don't know who come through here, and they meet y'all and they talk to y'all and they feel y'all energy and they see y'all, and it's not just me, it's a group, it's a number of light bodies around. It's so healing to people. Trust me, I'm telling you. And so take this as your reminder, this land was given to us, this tribe. And so, don't be that tribe member that has moved out the village and you never come back to visit. No, 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 no. Come back to the village. You need it. Your presence is needed in the village. Yeah. Now, everybody who's on this call, I don't think anybody is new. I'm not familiar who S. Williams is. Maybe I should know. I don't know the S. I know a lot of Williams, but it seems like no one is a stranger on this call. So I'm challenging all of y'all. Y'all are part of the tribe. Find yourself here on the land so that you can be a light. That's what this land is here for. It's for us to have a space to heal so that we can shine our light, and then also attract others who need that light. And so it can't just be me. Y'all come on out and help us sister out. Okay? All right. And while you're here, take some fresh produce with you, take some natural toothpaste with you, take some tinctures, tonics, herbs, all these different things in here. Take that with you. But aside from that, get out here. Bring your basket, bring your blanket, bring your chair, and hang out on this land. The land is calling you here, and it's been given to us. You, specifically, you are a part of this. You are. It's not just me. I've always said that in this. It's us. This is Oyun. This is Oyun, a ministry. And the ministry is not just me. It is me, it is you, it is all of us. And y'all don't know how much y'all make an impact. I've seen it. Where members come, and it's like a reunion in here, and people come in, they're like, oh my God, it's so nice. What y'all got going on? And then by the time it's over, they crying, and children getting healed, and hands being laid on, all type of stuff is happening. People learning how to get, heal things they've been dealing with for years, and prayer circle may happen. I may tell everybody to go outside, let's do a sound bath, meditation may happen. Okay. So that's the vibe. So I'm gonna take as many chances as I can to emphasize that, like, we're here. Let our presence be seen, be known, be felt, right? This is not your typical business. This is not even your typical ministry. It's really not. All right, y'all. Well, peace and love. Happy full moon. Either way, I'll see y'all when I see you. All right. I give thanks for your presence always. All right. Peace and love.